It is a back and by day, boys. Let's fucking run this shit. And yeah, let's get the fuck in my whip and start smoking some ganja. The fucking pre-workout, bro, every time I fucking open it, makes me cough. But today's stack, Alpha Lion Pump, and then Alpha Lion Extreme. 1 scoop of each, maybe a little more of the caffeine one, you know, just to edge myself. Two and some more. Fashowski. Yeah, man. So everything's fucking coming together slowly but surely with my life. I'm not too worried about it anymore. Just living every day better than yesterday and hoping that God will bring me abundance and love to my life. I realized also, bro, you can't control things that are uncontrollable. The more you focus on things that are uncontrollable, you'll just hyper fixate on it, and you won't even realize like what you're doing, like, because you really can't control something that's uncontrollable. If something's uncontrollable, that means it's just there, like it's that. You have to accept that shit, bro. You can't change that shit. Depending on what it is, you can change it with money, but chances are you won't be able to. It's just how life works, man. Sometimes you fucking lose. Sometimes you fucking lose. But you gotta make sure when you do lose that you take it as a lesson and not a loss. Because there's so many losses in life, bro, every day that you have to go through in order to even get to where you actually want to be. So if you get used to the losses and learning that they're lessons, then it just makes life that much more easier to live through. Because, like, bro, you gotta realize everybody on this earth has the same, like, plan in their head as you, bro. Everybody's trying to figure out their own shit in life. Everybody's trying to figure out what they're doing with their life every single day, bro. Like, everybody goes down the same thoughts every day, bro. There's probably not one thought that you've only thought in this world, bro. Everybody has a fucking mind. There's a million thoughts going on throughout your head, throughout the day, at any given second. Millions. You just gotta choose which ones you want to listen to and actually grab onto and take with you and excel in life. I didn't tell you guys, but I'm also going to Alpha Land in June. 3 more weeks. So yeah, that should be fucking fun with the company I'm sponsored by, Auspicious Boulevard. This is the new motherfucking sweater that's coming out on May 29th. It's actually pretty fucking decent, bro. Not decent, it's fucking such good quality, bro. Like, it's like look at the fucking print on this shit, bro. Like, it's crazy. It's like one of those comfort sweaters, bro. Like, it hugs you and it's heavy. It's not like lightweight or anything, so I feel like you guys should cop it. Definitely move. This is definitely one of the brands that are next up and coming. Already at 40K on Instagram and I think 50K on TikTok or some shit. But that's besides the point, bro. Like, blowing up for real. Really blowing up. And I'm so grateful, bro, that like I have an audience that actually looks up to me and watches me and shit, cause it just gives me the motivation and want to like put out more content for you guys, in other words, and like drive, and it like makes me feel like I have a voice in this world, in this big ass world, that I need to fucking use it. Because when I was younger, bro, I wish I fucking had a person like that was there with me and I could have had advice from and shit. Cause I know we probably going through the same boat, bro. You don't know what you want to do with your life. Things happen. Fucking lost girlfriends. Everything happens in life, bro. Like, you gotta work your 9 to 5 and shit. stressing about money, all that, bro. Every human goes through that, not just one, bro. But yeah, it's gonna be a good ass fucking workout, baby. Let's fucking stop yapping and get to working out, baby.
That you got to be a little mental, I think, to do what I did. I don't want to like sound crazy, but you have to be a little fucked up. The fucking mindset of like getting up every day and pushing yourself. And you're eating 12 to 16 ounces of meat and 100 to 150 grams of carbs every meal, and you're doing that 7 times.
Bro, if you guys aren't doing fucking pull-ups to start your back day off, then you're just tweaking. I ain't gonna lie. That you're not going to be able to build like good lats without even starting off with being able to do good pull-ups, just because like that's the same as doing like push-ups, bro. If you can't even do a push-up, like you can't expect your chest to be like good. So you gotta just perfect the lat pull down and you'll be chilling, bro.
You do it day in, day out. You got to have a very simple mindset. You can't be social. You can't be out doing a lot of other activities. So you put on the blinders and you have tunnel vision on what that ultimate goal is. I was always on track with everything. I mean, everything was structured. I lived in a fucking box in order to be the best, meaning I had no outside. People would call me with their problems, I'd hang up on. Like the phones were off. Don't bother me with negative shit. And I just went at it. Like that's all I cared about. Like, that was what my life was like. It was like go full fucking throttle every day. That discipline was there. I always tell everyone it wasn't about the body, it was about the mind at first. But I trained my ass off. For me, I just love to train. Like that's what separated me from like most guys. There was times where I almost passed out training. I'm lunging with 225 on my back in the parking lot. And I remember just like, okay, no one else is doing this, so I'm going to do it. And that was my mindset. That was how I like mind fucked everybody else. So I used to train in the middle of the night because no one else was doing it. And so people were like, man, is that the secret? Is that what Jay has to do? Is that what we have to do? And I did it almost to kind of like play mind games with the other guys.
Only the crazy people come out this time. It's cardio time.
But I was also a beast. I was known as a so-called mass monster. I was also stubborn as hell, right? I mean, I was told I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. I was told I wouldn't be a good pro. I was told I'd never turn pro, never win the Olympia, never win it more than once. After I lost it, they said that I'd come back and win it again. So I think a lot of that's a little ego too. I mean, you have to have a little ego to be able to do what I do and be great at it. You got to do what's your passion, otherwise you're never going to succeed at it. You're never going to stay with it. You're never going to commit to it, and you're never going to give your full ability towards that goal.
I'll say this without arrogance. Jay Cutler's the greatest bodybuilder of all time. I never had a lot of self-doubt. People look at his arrogance, and I'm just so confident that maybe sometimes I come off as that, but I've been knocked out enough times and came back from it that I just never gave up, and I always believed in myself. And I was so disciplined, man. There was no bodybuilder on this fucking planet that was more disciplined than I was at that time. I felt like a fucking machine, man. Everything just clicked. Like I told you, I could do anything. I went in the gym and I trained with light weights, I trained with heavy weights. It didn't matter what I did. Everything just clicked.
Ronnie's been here winning the show for the past, how many years, Ronnie? 6 years. But this is my town, my home, my place.
It takes a lot of time, but I'm dedicated. And
I was just so young and just, I was so, naive. I really didn't know much about anything. I really didn't know how to pose. I really didn't know anything, but I had the physique. I had the structure. And once I learned how to eat, and learned how to, train properly, and, I wanted to be the best. My dad my dad was a pusher, man. I hated my dad a lot of times early in my life because he would just make me work, and he taught me to be a machine, And it really gave me the work ethic to be who I am as a bodybuilder, and to be relentless, and had to learn the value of working hard to achieve certain things. And I knew going into bodybuilding, it wasn't going to be easy. He's like, I'm telling you, you can beat Ronnie Coleman. Jay, I'm telling you, you're going to beat this guy. I'm telling you, Jay, you're going to beat this guy. So in the lineup, when I was standing next to Ronnie, people are like, holy shit, Jay's beating Ronnie Coleman from the front. It's the first time in my career that I actually knew, shit, I'm going to win the Mr. Olympia contest. I knew myself I would win it. And I knew in 2006, I knew 100% I was going to win the Mr. Olympia in 2006. I had no doubt in my mind. But every year I watched Ronnie stand next to me, and before he fell on the ground and he cried, he was scared. He was scared. You'll see Ronnie Coleman mouthing some things to me, and Ronnie Coleman said, well, you beat me. He said, you won. And I didn't know what to say. I felt terrible. That losing and winning was the best thing that ever happened to me in my life, because the fans that hated Jay Cutler now loved him again. And that's what I love most about my career, is that my body did the talking and my movement did the talking. I walked out on stage that night, and you remember, that was for sure the greatest moment of my life, winning the Mr. Olympia. When I came out, I just came out there, I did that fucking quad stomp, and it's like the place went fucking crazy, man.
I was so tunnel vision that I literally did nothing else. I thought about nothing else. Nobody understood it. What the hell are you doing, and why are you eating like a robot every 2.5 and 3 hours and doing this, and what's this all about? I always felt like I was different, like I didn't really fit in. Some people got something inside them. It's like burning something inside that you've got to do. You feel different, like you don't fit in. At least I did. This is my passion. This is what I love doing. And if I don't do this, what am I going to do? Curl up and die?
Couple weeks, but I'm too scared to tell you what's been on my mind, 'cause it feels
remember there was a big snowstorm. There was no cars on the road. So there's no cars, there's no buses, there's no transport. I trudged through that snow up past my knees to the gym. It took me about an hour and a half to get to the gym. And I thought to myself, you know what? Those fuckers in California right now, they're driving their Porsche, their Ferrari out in the sun, going to the beach. I'm here trudging through the snow, and they're going to pay for that.
This is a wonderful endeavor in and of itself. There's a lot of self-satisfaction to be derived from recognizing that you are able to discipline yourself and use a certain amount of knowledge to take yourself from point A to point Z, take your body from being average or below average to whatever it ultimately might be.
So they used to have weight classes in the Olympia, and you won the over 200 weight class in the Mr.
I won the
Olympia?
over 200 with a perfect score.
Wow, a lot of people don't know that.
And then the next year, in 1980, I placed 5th at the Mr. Olympia, a contest that I and almost everyone else who witnessed it was convinced was fixed, and as a result decided to drop out of competitive bodybuilding. And I get sick and tired of hearing people bring up the idea that, well, bodybuilding is subjective. So who are you to say that contests are fixed? That is not true. Anything that exists in reality can be viewed, judged objectively. There are objective criteria for judging bodybuilders. It's interesting, at the 1980 Olympia, the only people who saw Arnold as the winner were the 7 judges and his closest friends. There is no way that Arnold Schwarzenegger deserved to win in 1980, not even close. It was wild. Joe Weider told me later that Arnold was on cocaine that day. And in looking at some of the photographs later on, I believe that he had an unusually stressed look on his face. The veins on his forehead were distended. All symptoms of being on cocaine.
I wanna take you away. Let's escape into the music. DJ, let it play. I just can't refuse it. Like the way you do this. Keep on rocking to it. Please don't stop the
Don't you feel the passion ready to explode? What goes
goes on between us, no one has to know. This is a private show. This is a private show. Do you know what you started? I just came here to party, but now we're rocking on the dance floor, acting on it. Your hands are on my waist, just let the music play. We're hand in hand, just adjusting our face to face. I wanna take you away, let's escape into the music. DJ, let it play. I just can't refuse it. Like the way you do this, keep on rocking to it. Please don't stop the music. I wanna take you away, let's escape into the music. DJ, let it play. I just can't refuse it. Like the way you do this, keep on rocking to it. Please don't stop the music. Please don't stop. Don't stop, please don't stop. Don't stop the please don't stop. Don't stop, please don't stop. Please don't stop the music. Please don't stop. Don't stop, please don't stop. Don't stop the please don't stop. Don't stop, please don't stop. Please don't stop the music. Please don't stop. Don't stop, please don't stop. Don't stop the please don't stop. Don't stop, please don't stop. Please don't stop the music.
I had this face that they see, like, are you happy? What's wrong with you? I'm driven. I'm obsessed.
And most people struggle their whole life to find out who they are. Struggle their whole life to find out what defines them, what they actually enjoy and what they don't.
You start putting yourself in situations that suck, you'll find yourself.
Yeah.
You'll find it real quick.
We're living in a comfortable world now where people think, oh, it doesn't matter. But you know what? To some degree, it does matter. It does matter, and I'll tell you who it matters to. It matters to your soul, and it matters to God. There's nothing that God hates more than sloth and laziness. If God were to create a man, and that man were to sit around and do fuck all, God will frown upon you. It's why you're never lucky. If you're listening to this and you think I'm never lucky, I'll tell you why, because God dislikes you, because you're fucking lazy.
You're nobody. Getting soft, dude. Getting soft. Kick your fucking ass again.
Start to work. Start to show God the beauty of his own creations. You'd be amazed how lucky you'll become. Wow. God is unhappy with these people.
The worst thing that can happen to a man is become civilized. You lose that fucking fight. You lose that, why the fuck am I doing this shit? I'm good. You ain't good, man. You ain't never fucking arrived. You may have more, but you never fucking arrived. You want to be uncommon amongst uncommon people.
We talk about depression, anxiety, all those things you mentioned earlier on this podcast. That comes from self-loathing. You loathe your own weakness. You loathe your own laziness.
Hey, no. I did it for mental.
Yeah.
People always say, my God, like, no. Don't look at it like, I didn't care about losing weight. I didn't care about being the fastest person. I wasn't making the Olympics. I wasn't going to pros. I could barely read and write when I was in a junior in high school. I wasn't going anywhere. I saw working out as a way for me to build calluses on my mind. I had to callous over the victim's mentality. If I'm not good enough, we always say that shit. I'm just not good enough, and then we try something else. I'm gonna fucking make myself good enough. I'm gonna make myself good enough. You're missing the story, man. Am I happy? What the fuck do you think? Don't misunderstand the passion in which I speak for not being intensely happy. Happiest person in the world. But I'm not done. So I'm not gonna speak to you like, oh man, everything is great. No, I have a lot more shit to do. A lot more shit to do.
It's 2 a.m. right now. No one here. Mano to mano, me and you. And where we want to go tomorrow. 2 a.m. What I love about 2 a.m. is that we're not living by the clock, man. Just because the clock says it's 10 o'clock, time to go to sleep, or 9 to 5, time to go to work. That's bullshit. If you're in bed right now, and you're rolling around, you can't fall asleep, get the fuck up. Fight means you haven't done an honest day's work to earn that rest at night. 2 a.m., not a fucking person's here. I can put an honest day's work in here that more than anyone does in a week. And no one sees it. Because it's supposed to be that way. This is the fucking means to the ends. It's not the ends. All those motherfuckers that come in here, their hair done, the makeup, you know, these guys come in the shirts to be seen, missing the fucking point, man. Missing the point. You're not in here to get an achievement. You're in here to pay your fucking dues, so later in life, you never wonder what if.
More work is always going to result in better results in everything we do in life. The more you put into something, the more you're going to get out. And for some reason, when it comes to bodybuilding, there's this mentality that you can overdo it. You need to not do so much. Don't do so much. You're doing too much. Bullshit. Bullshit. That's a weak mentality, and those are excuses